brain knows when you go down. You must be crazy if you think that I'ma slow down. Don't wanna hear it talking shit, fuck the drama. Keep it coming, I'ma send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, get the gun down. Drop it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Being a Fine Figure, and today we will be taking a look at another version of the mega figure from McFarlane's DC Multiverse Kryptonite Doomsday. Now, I am not familiar with this particular version of Doomsday, and I think it's not the actual real Doomsday. We will probably we'll find out soon enough. I think it was somebody else that merged, I guess, I don't know, DNA from Doomsday and whatever to try to fight or I guess fight Superman or something like that. I'm not too familiar with the story either. Either fight Superman or want it to be, I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. But anyway, it's basically a repaint. I hadn't seen this anywhere. I was actually playing the long game, but my wife went out and got it for me. So hey, I'm not gonna say no. So I gotta take it. So I appreciate her going out there and adding to the collection. So I'm slowly breaking her in. So, but anyway, as we do here on the channel, I am gonna get this figure unboxed. Actually, let's look at the back art really quick. Yeah, he's actually, look at that. He's got Batman and the Superman cape. Yeah, so I might have to go back and read what the story is with this particular Doomsday, but I don't think it's the original Doomsday. But anyway, as we do here on the channel, I'm going to get this unboxed and I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the packaging, we will quickly go over. It doesn't really have any accessories, but as always, they bring the standard McFarlane stand, which I don't... With my other Doomsday, this stand isn't really that effective. If it's going to topple, it's going to fall. So it's just a little tricky standing him up. And I'll bring him into the shot here, into the... this one in particular, it was so loose, so the fact that I was able to keep him in that pose, and he's been on that pose forever, because I've tried not to move him because he's just been too loose, so he falls all over the place. But anyway, comes with the standard McFarlane DC logo, and it has the same image data file card. And yeah, again, I'm not too familiar with the story, but apparently this is Joshua Walker, which he volunteered for Amanda Waller's last line, I guess, against Superman. If Superman goes rogue, something like that. I mean, that's what I think, at least. But I might have to, yeah, I might have to read that story or do a little background. But again, I wasn't too familiar. I thought it was just another version of Doomsday. I mean, it is in a way, but it's actually a totally different character that I'm not aware of. So this is basically going to be more of a compare video, because obviously there's nothing different here besides the paint and the head sculpt. Everything else is the same. I am digging the darker green. It actually looks really good with that, but I come to think that even this green would have looked good with this. Now, this is supposed to glow in the dark, I think, but I don't know if I tried, like, well, it was in the box, shut the lights off and stuff like that, so it doesn't really glow that much. It has some sort of a glow, but I don't know. We'll see how they later on. I'll shut all the lights off and see what it looks like with the lights off. But again, everything tit for tat. At least here they colored the rips of the shirt or the suit that he comes with here. They totally left these out totally on him. So it's good to see that these shirt rips and stuff like that, it's on there now. So the deco on it's actually been painted on. And the fact that they actually, all the Kryptonite, all his bones are actually all kryptonite out, colored out with Kryptonite green. I wish they would have done it with his chest piece. It would have been cool to see it there. Here they kind of highlighted the bone, but then if you go around, it kind of gets lost. So they should have done this bright color on the bones of the hands and on the fist. It would have been cool all over the place, stand out, just like the cartoon itself. But here, at least, they went around and they added some more detail. Now, it is a little loose, slightly loose, but not as loose as this. Yeah, so at least I'm glad for that, because this was right off the box. It was terrible. I mean, again, this is the one from the Versus Superman, Death of Superman 2-pack that they had a while back, and it was terrible. So I'm glad that at least this particular mold, I don't know I haven't seen anybody's reviews on how it is, but at least this particular mold. It's a lot sturdier than that one, so I'm happy for that. Other than that, everything else is the same. And the only other difference is the face. It has a different face sculpt. Let me put down a little bit there. He's rocking the dreads there, as you can see. And he's got pretty good movement. And the jaw, just like the other one, does articulate. So it does open and close. Not a lot, obviously, because the head is like shrunken down. It kind of looks like a Predator type face sculpt. So I don't know if that's what they were going for. Yeah, he even has a little, I guess the war, whatever, tattoo on his forehead, just like Predator. So I don't know what they were going for. I do appreciate the fact that the eyes are all green. So it makes sense. He's infused kryptonite. So, and again, everything else is the same. I'm still waiting for that particular version of Doomsday with that, before he turns, before all the bones and all the stuff comes out of his skin, like that, with that suit, with that like containment suit that he had when he first came out. So hopefully in the future we get that. Now, another thing that, well, they painted it silver. Now, another thing that I didn't like about this one is this. I've tried to fix it. I've tried putting stuff in there, but it just falls back into place. So at least I'm kind of glad that this version didn't have that indent. I've tried everything. I've removed the legs. I've tried, it holds it for a second, and then it just goes back. It's frustrating. He's missing a butt cheek on that particular version. But yeah, I'm digging the gray, the darker gray deco on this is actually really good. He's got some shaded areas there, some highlighted type paint job on it. It's actually pretty cool, but I wish that this particular bone in the chest was, again, that same rubbery material that they use for this. The nice green would have been perfect, like coming out of his chest. And he's got that same sunken in kind of area there. He's got bones coming out of there. But yeah, there's not really much you can say. It's just another repaint. Not too familiar with it. I don't think I'm gonna keep 2 Doomsdays. So I'm decide. If the ponytail kind of, I don't know. I was a little skeptical about the ponytail, but then this one now has dread. So I don't know. I don't know sometimes what they're thinking. But, I don't know which one I'll keep, but this one's actually, is not too bad. I'm digging that face sculpt. I think it's pretty good. Again, it reminds me of Predator. It's like a Predator face. So I don't know if they deliberately, I'm going to have to go back and see the story and see if this actually was the face sculpt for it. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know if they deliberately wanted to make a version of a Predator. But, yeah, I'm glad that it's sturdier. It's not as loose as this one. I'm digging the darker gray. And the Kryptonite actually looks pretty good on it. The little bones with the highlighted Kryptonite. I don't know. Let's see what he looks like with, let me just keep him there and see what he looks like after I shut all the lights on. So give me 1 second. All right, so being a fine figure, guys, we're still here, and he is glowing, kinda. Don't see much. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, I guess the camera's not really picking it up that well, but as you can see, I don't know. Well, let's turn the lights back on. All right, so the figure does glow. The camera, for some reason, wasn't picking it up, maybe because everything was just so dark. But he does have some glow on it. That it actually looks pretty cool. Because not only does all the pieces, supposed to glow, but the face around the teeth and stuff kind of has a little glow to it too. So try it out for yourself if you do happen to see it, and you'll know what I mean. But the camera, for some reason, I'm using my iPhone, so it didn't really, I guess it was way too dark to pick up anything. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. It is a repaint. Usually with repaints, I try not to dwell too much on it because, it's obvious what it is. But new head sculpt, I'm kind of digging it. Again, it's got that Predator vibes. It gives me just Predator vibes. So I'm definitely now going to have to go in and find the story and read that whole story. If he actually had the braids, because now I'm curious. Probably, I mean, obviously, because they made the figure, but you never know. They could have just tried to make it just seem a little bit more menacing. Again, he has that little tattoo or that alien mark on top of his head. So something that they should have actually done with this one in the original storyline. But that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And as always, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.